So guys, let me do a quick video on Patrick Crucius. Hit the alert bell if you do subscribe. Um, Patrick Crucius is the 21-year-old male mass shooter. He was a white 21-year-old guy who lived in Texas, I guess, and he left behind a whole manifesto, a super detailed manifesto that I read it. And he's definitely a big time Trump supporter. And he said he basically hates the Hispanic invasion of Texas. And he has the overall thought that Hispanics run Texas. They're everywhere. And that the constant invasion of Hispanics legal will leave no jobs for the white man, so to speak. So he went to El Paso, which is right by the border, I think, to El Paso and just, aisle by aisle, just executing people. With he even left, like, in his manifesto, I read it. He said, I'm just fed up. He said, this is just, I support the church shooter. That was his first statement. So this guy was taken alive, obviously, with no incident, taken alive. And, it's one of those things where I went to his Facebook page and I personally go to his Facebook page. Some genius had the bright idea to fortunately screenshot everything on this dude's Facebook page before his Facebook page got deleted, which it did. I can't find it now. So in a lot of his mutual friends was black dudes. And I tell people a lot of times, you never really know who, and I'm not saying the white man is the enemy, but there's a lot of people that you can be friends with who have these fucking murderous thoughts and be, stone cold racist. And they'll be like, oh, I'm not racist. I got, two black friends. And they'll be the black dudes in every picture that they put on Facebook. And he said he's a big time Trump supporter. And, I hate to keep beating that drum, but unfortunately, you got to call a spade a spade. This dude is really fanning flames of racism and bigotry to a point where this guy is inspiring many mass shooting copycats. And I'm sorry, bro, but it's going to be a situation where it's going to get out of hand. And you know what I find really weird about this? I noticed something, and I'm quite sure if you watching this video, you don't thought the same thoughts that I have. That every time one of these guys leave a manifesto, they always have, like, the FBI. They have all the information. They have, like, all the shit that these dudes follow, like all the pages that they follow on Facebook. And, for you to be a really good FBI agent, you have to start building what's called an FBI profile and a common profile that, like Hannibal Lecter kind of shit, where you realize that every shooter has this thing in common. That thing in common is what? Militia groups, conservatism, right wing, racist, anti-government. And these guys should be on a watch list. And when I'm looking at, if I can play and be so bold, FBI profiler, these guys are getting younger. And you would assume because these guys are young, you hear people say stuff like, "Oh, the younger generation, they're not, of the mindset that, like your grandma and your mama them had, or like Ronald Reagan had back in the 80s or back in the 70s when they used the word nigga, frequently." These are young people. They love rock music. They love rap, and a lot of these guys do like rap music, but they hate everything. And what I noticed that, Chris Rock said it. He goes, you'll hear people in the middle of like a speech, a heated speech. They'll say something like, fuck the Arabs, they're taking over the country. Yeah. Fuck the Hispanics, dude, they're taking over the country. Yeah. And Chris Rock was like, wait a minute. You about to get to niggers sooner or later. It's coming. Fuck the niggers. They're taking over the country. And it's one of those things where you have to look at, what these guys have in common is that they all have a fascination with guns, religion, and they follow a lot of the same authors. A lot of the same authors, a lot of the same blogs, a lot of the same YouTube channels. And the FBI, for the most part, should have, like a team of experts going out looking for these people and putting a stop to this shit before these weirdos actually go out there. Because a lot of times, I'm a Second Amendment advocate. A lot of these dudes can pass a background check. I went through hell. I had to get like what's called some kind of expungement lawyer to lobby on my behalf for me to get the right to have a gun. And I'm as normal as a can of paint. I'm a square at this point, and normal looking dude, no gold teeth, really just two tattoos. And my tattoos are bullshit. It's the fleur de lis symbol for New Orleans. I got on both my arms. I got two fleur de lis. So I don't have like no flags, no swastikas, no crazy stuff on me. But it's just one of those really weird things where times is changing, and people know that we're living in a really a lot more dangerous time where mass shootings are so common that today, literally today, at Office Depot, they are selling bulletproof backpacks for like $113. $113 bulletproof backpacks. I should have take a picture of my phone, but I don't edit videos. I don't really, I ain't going that far into the YouTube hemisphere or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But my heart and prayers go out to these people, man. It's nothing worse to be sitting there on a Saturday night getting ready for school to start next week, and you're picking out school supplies. Yeah, at Walmart getting uniforms, and this racist piece of shit, 21-year-old who got his whole life ahead of him, young, dumbass, confused racist, gonna come out there and snuff your fucking child life out when you barely, got the money to even start, building up life insurance to bury your own child. No parent should ever live longer than their kids. That's not the natural order of things. In this country, both Democrat and Republican got to get, a lot more serious about the fact that these dudes are unfortunately, I hate to keep saying it, they're whiter and a lot more younger than they used to be. Terrorists used to kind of sort of be, according to TV, these Middle Eastern guys, but it's always when a mass shooting take place, like in comedy, we had a joke where, I think Bernie Mac did it, or J. Anthony J. J. Anthony J. used to do a joke, and he'll say, I'm going to say a crime, and you pick the race of the person based on a crime. It'll be like, I don't know, black dude, he'll say, guy electrocutes himself, running an extension cord from one house to the next house for light. And the crowd say, black dude, yay. Okay, guy breaks his neck trying to save kitty out of a tree. A white guy. When you hear mass shooting, you automatically just assume it's going to be a white dude. Because black dudes fucking rarely ever do that kind of shit. Now black dudes are into like other shit now, like kidnapping and murder, suicide. But as far as mass shootings and leaving manifestos, and or even taken alive, it's going to be a white. Once I heard that the guy was taken alive, I said, watch it be a white dude. And sure enough, it's a crazy young dude. Charlotte, North Carolina. And that dude drove a car through a crowd of people. Young dude. Then he had the nerve to beg for mercy. Anyways, it's turned into a rant video, guys. I'm mad as fuck. I'm actually in my bathroom. About to go, shave or some shit. Anyway, guys, I gotta finish this thing. I got me like a trim set or something. Then I'm about to go to the gym. Anyway, hit like, share, and subscribe. Holla back.